Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 technical analysis for today. So we pretty much hit 4,500 and headed with an exhaustion bar. So you can see a bit worried yesterday about all these tails and sort of weird going-ons, if we can put it that way. But then we got this pretty solid exhaustion bar, hit the 4,500, and since then we've been coming off. So for me at the moment, this area is pretty much the new line in the sand right now. That's 44.83. Now, the thing that's been happening over the last couple of weeks, months in actual fact, is we get these major levels like that get tested with some weak price action like we've had over the last couple of days, well, pretty much most this week except Monday. And then we typically come back, test it. Often it fails, pulls back deeper, and then you get going again. What I mean by that, you can see here's a pretty good example here. There was another one, sort of this area here. You see the rejection and then pull back, and then another pullback eventually. So we are very, very overextended. So everybody's shouting bubble, and yeah, we know that. We know that we are overbought. Well, I think I don't even know what description to call it. But we are extremely overbought. I know the slang for it, but anyway, you don't really want to be buying at these levels. That's the reality of the market at the moment. So on these long-term charts, now my long-term portfolio is in cash. I've cashed out and waiting for a half-decent pullback at least, or some new structure to form that's going to indicate that I need to get back into this long-term. Right now volumes are thin, and it's not something that I want to be trading sort of on a long-term investment portfolio, but it's also forcing me to be very cautious about the trades I take right now. So our job is to protect capital. Just remember that. It's not really to make money, it's to protect capital. If you can protect your capital, the making of money will come easy. So yeah, so for me, broke through, come back down. If you just look at that, we have not really a consolidation, but it could very well turn out to be one. So in other words, just do that, and then I should probably just use a normal straight line, but you get the picture. So that is the consolidation. We kind of try to break through it, hit the targets, come back, and now we're finding some kind of support to the left. If we look at we're going to have to look at the 50 minutes to get the actual support. But that's the structure that's there at the moment. We are flirting with a 33 EMA. You can see we're back onto it. Now we're forming some structure here. But that is sideways, ladies and gentlemen. That is not something I want to be trading. So for me, I want to see decent structure. And that is not decent structure, I'm afraid. So let's just get down to 50. Maybe there's something different in the 15. Well, double bottom off for 155. That's a sure bet trade. And you've got an opening gap here as well, so more than likely a retest of the open, and where that is now, it's 65-point trade, so very, very tight range we're in. And off the 55, the 155 is always an indication of the trend for me on any time frame. So that is a half decent setup that is forming at the moment, but I don't think it's something I want to be taking right now. So plan of action for today is pretty simple. Wait and see. So we'll wait for the European Open to see what's going to happen. I do expect us to at least try and get through 4,500 a second time. If we do, then 4,550 and 4,600 are the next two levels. Remember, we do have a measured move target on the weekly, which is at 4,600. So I do anticipate that that's going to be tagged sometimes in the future. But I'd also prefer a bit of another reset, a bit of a pullback onto structure. So, yeah, wait and see. We could come back to the bottom of range. If we do break this 44.830, then you're looking for a bit of a deeper reset down here. And there's quite a bit of structure here. If I just get to the 8 hour, you'll see each one of these tails is going to offer some form of support. So you've got that one, then you've got that one, and then a little bit further down, you've got... You can take your pick basically, but none of these breakouts have been tested. This one here was tested, on the way down. So you can see we broke up, tried to find support, rejected it there, and then we had a 1 bar test of it and then carried on to the upside. Okay, so yeah, I'm sit on hands. We'll wait and see. All the measured moves on the 8 hour are done. So I want to see structure. So I want to see pullback onto structure. We're trying to get structure here at 44.83. It's not good enough for me. I need it deeper. So I'm actually looking way down at the moment. I'm looking down in this area here of 44.50 and 44.40. That's kind of the area that I would be a little bit more confident on. And the other one is that this double bottom breakout 44.20 was never tagged, so that's another area that we need to pay attention to. So yeah, sit on hands, sit quietly, wait for the structure. As I say, volumes are extremely low at the moment, so I wouldn't get too heavily involved in this. If you're going to be trading this, get onto the 5 minutes if you've got time for that. And trade the 5 or the 15. That's the best advice I can give you right now. Price action stays the same, but just use your 155 EMA as your trend indicator. So at the moment in the 5, we are below the trend. We're in a downtrend right now. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.